Now, let's get ready for happy music and the Arizona Banjo Blasters.
Indeed, the Arizona Banjo Blasters. And we are so glad to be back here tonight. This is so much fun. And we play old music, and we play a lot of songs that if you feel like singing, please sing along. That'd be great. You want to dance? Why, a little bit of room over here. You want to dance in your chairs? That works too. But the music is mostly right out of 1920s, and here's one right out of 1925. It's called Babyface. So much. Now let's play an old song. Oh, it's not that old. It's somewhere around 1910 song. This is one I guarantee you're going to want to sing along on. It's called the Darktown Strutter's Ball. guys, I know better. Actually, 1910, the same gentleman that wrote the Dark Dawn Strutters Ball wrote a song called Some of These Days. And a lady named Sophie Tucker sang that song as a theme for 80 some odd years. And Sophie Tucker always billed herself as the last of the Red Hot Mamas. The Arizona Banjo Blasters. We have the best of the Red Hot Mamas right here with Elaine Calloway and Some of These Days.
Some of these days, you're gonna miss me. Some of these days, you're gonna feel so lonely. You'll miss my hugging. You're gonna miss my kissing. You're gonna miss me, darling. Now if you go. Some of these days, you're gonna miss me. Some of these days, you're gonna feel so damn lonely. You'll miss my love. You're gonna miss my table. Oh yeah, you will. And you're gonna miss my little getaway. Now if you know.
Elaine will be back. She's got lots of wonderful songs for us tonight. Or here's another, this is from 1920 or so. Another song you might want to sing, it's called Margie. in those good old days, in the 10s and 20s, we had bands that had rhythm sections composed of drums and banjos, and then we had bands that had washboards. And there were any number of great washboard bands. The Memphis Five come to mind. But we are so fortunate here. Any band, any music that we play, we'd be very fortunate to have one really great washboard player. We got two of them. And in no particular order, absolutely. Over here, this is Deb. Deb has, as you can see, Deb spent all her time at Ace Hardware. And she's got bells and whistles and birds and her pet duck and an incredibly silly horn. Meanwhile, on the other hand, this one, yeah, that one right there. Back over in this corner, we have Washboard Marge. And Washboard Marge has the streamlined washboard because she just moved here from Northern California. She hasn't found Ace Hardware yet. But she's got a horn, she's got a whistle, and she's got birds, and she's got a lovely bunch of coconuts. We're going to play a song putting these lovely ladies to work. It's called the Coney Island Washboard Rondelay. Well, let's play an old song. I keep saying that, don't I? Just love this music. I told the folks in the band here When I was a kid, little guy, I told my dad, I said, Dad? And he said, son? I said, you know, I want to be a banjo player when I grow up. He said, son, you can't do both. But, you know, I don't even dare say it. The last time I said this, I got in trouble. I said I wanted to be a banjo player in the worst way.
Yeah.
I don't get any respect. You know. Hey, let's go back to 1905. Well, what happened in 1905, you ask? And why do I know all this useless information? But 1905 was the first year of the transcontinental automobile race. And it was won from New York City to Los Angeles by an Oldsmobile. Well, one of those Tin Pan Alley songwriters said, aha. And he wrote this following song, You Are Welcome to Sing Along. And Mr. Johnson here has spared absolutely no expense, wasting all his time on eBay. And money. But he has come up with an Oldsmobile horn. Back in 1905 here, in 1910. One more. This is called Chinatown. difficult song. Let's see. How about we'll travel along, singing a song, side by side. Who just came in. We have a gentleman. First I said gentleman, then I said orchestra. They're all objecting to both. This band spent a while in the United States Army in the service of his country, at the same time being one of the finest banjo players in the United States, and he carted this banjo to 31 different countries. Brought it home to Sierra Vista, and he's joined our little band here. One of the finest banjo players in the country, ladies and gentlemen, Ron Hinkle.
Good evening.
See, he's a gentleman, I told him.
Like I said, I'm from Sierra Vista. Oh, first, I gotta tell you, this is a replica of a 1915 banjo. It's a modern day instrument, but it's a replica of 1915. This is pre-jazz age. And what you've been hearing us play is like jazz age music. Now, I'm going to play something that predates the jazz age, a couple of interesting tunes from England. England has a banjo tradition also, very snooty music. As he said, I'm from Sierra Vista, and we have some amazing sunsets, but I'll tell you what, you guys over here have the most amazing sunsets I've ever seen. So, I'm going to play a short love song for you called At Sunset. Now you got to picture this. Two young folks out in a canoe out in the lake, paddling around, and he's serenading her with a banjo. They did that back then. I know, love song on the banjo? Okay, you could just hear a sunset in that, right? Okay, I'm going to play you something a little more upbeat. This music comes from around the time of World War I, and this was written. It was right at the end of World War I. It's called "Return of the Regiment," and it incorporates an American tune that I think you'll recognize. So I think you'll recognize it. This is called "Return of the Regiment."
All right, after that, Rob, the only thing I can possibly think of to follow your act would be a polka. And as we all know, the word polka comes from the Czechoslovakian for lively step. Now this is where, if you feel like dancing in the aisles, now is your chance. Gentlemen, the Pennsylvania polka. me she's been coerced in better towns than this. Oh, Elaine, our very favorite Red Hot Mama. She is going to tell you a story. Once upon a time from 1922. Well, I'll let her tell you the story.
Miss Liza Jones and her man, they had a falling out. He said, get yourself a new man if you can, because I'm through without a doubt. But things got tough, and he came back one night about 9 o'clock. He put his key into her front door, but the key, it would not fit that lock.
Oh, no!
He put it in, and he pulled it out, and just when he was about to try again, he heard sweet Liza shout, you got the right key in the wrong keyhole. I wouldn't look at you now, not to save my soul. Well, I've been down to the hardware store. I had the brand new lock set into my front door. I got me a new love. There's been plenty of love, baby, when you got through. So take a tip, get away from my front door. You don't fit that lock no more. You got the right key, honey. You're just working on the wrong key. Oh, I say you got the right key in the wrong keyhole. I wouldn't look at you now, not to save my soul. I've been down to the hardware store. I had the brand new lock set into my front door. I got me a new love. There's been plenty of loving, baby, when you got through. So take a tip, get away from my front door. Your key don't fit your mama's lock no more. You got the right key, honey. You're just working on the wrong keyhole. Oh, yeah. You got the right key, honey. Working on the wrong keyhole. That's it.
Elaine, I have a question.
What?
When you were now they're getting the locks changed, did you run into Dad at the hospital?
Or Marge.
Well, one thing that this Arizona Banjo Blasters does not lack for is talent. A gentleman sitting behind me who decided he wanted to learn the plectrum banjo, and that was all well and good. He's the finest ukulele player in Tucson, and he has a group called the Tucson Ukesters. And then in his spare time, he does magic and sleight of hand. Ladies and gentlemen, behind me, Michael Crowdhorn.
Thank you. This is probably one of the most requested songs that we get. And it goes like this. A gentleman from the 70s sang it. He passed away a long time ago. You might have heard it on commercials, television, even movies.
Them
bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white, brightness of day, but I like the dark, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, and also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, and the dreams that you dare to hold, why oh why can't I?
All right, well, we're going to take a brief intermission after one song here. If I remember correctly, there are beverages out in the lobby, and if you decide you want to have a glass of wine, I'm here to tell you that the more you drink, the better we'll sound. And also, the Arizona Banjo Blasters, not to be outdone, have a shameless commerce table out there. And you want a banjo pin, you want this or that. We just happen to have, do we have this and that today?
Yeah,
we have this and that. All right, here's one more for you. I love this song. It's called the Cactus Polka. 1, 2, 3.